There we go. There's the response. Two drafts that kind of want to play in similar ways. Have you got the knock wave combo prepped? You better have. Hey Al, good to see you. Probably take off socials for fearless bans. Yeah, that's super fair. You can do that. Hello Alex, good to see you. How's meeting going? We're over that one. There's our bans. Galio, I think with the vibe makes sense. I wonder whether we see that. What was I think? You lock it in for top esports, you have it topside. Aatrox this late in. Some answers into that. What does 369 have to deal with it? Kennen? Oh man. Yeah, I can see that one being really annoying. Fiora, also very entertaining. Theoretically, quite good into the Aatrox past a certain point. I think the Kennen fits the comp perhaps a touch more. But the Nocturne Ori can potentially help support a split pusher. Oh, the debate is strong. Team fight it is. Kennen's in. Bans now for the second phase. We've got our top side of the map pretty much locked down. Kennen can be really annoying for the Aatrox. Very, very obnoxious. Caitlyn banned. Fair enough away against Velk. I think you probably need to think about a Draven ban here against Jackie Love. This late into a draft. Another consideration is something like the Lulu. How do you want to play this game? We're down a lot of the safe AD carries. Ashe up. Ashe Braum also fantastic here. Braum a ban. Yep, otherwise you lock Braum 4 and it gets very scary. Braum Nautilus, I think optional, decent bans here. What's your last ban? Feels like another AD carry ban and then pick an AD carry on 4. And BLG have a bit of a bad time. Jinx, yeah, prevents Jinx Lulu. Do you, at that point, I think you lock Zeri 4. And leave BLG to flounder a little. You obligated to ban Lulu now? Not easy answers, I don't think. Lucian Nami for Elkanon, maybe we're that deep in. Try and outplay the Nocturne and Ori diving your head by the mobility. Thank you for the resub, Vitamanji. Hey. Just in time to see BLG eliminated. Ooh, there we go. Jin. Good shout, Anthorg, actually. Not bad for top esports either as follow-up. Nightmare has a mustache. Well, it's just... Have you ever seen me and Nightmare in the same room? Yes, you have, so I can't make that joke. Ashe. Yeah. Ashe, then probably... Jin is fine, but you're becoming quite low damage. You're quite bruisery. Galio, Aatrox, Vi have a fair amount of innate damage, but it's not exactly a hyper carry. Misfortune or a Jin. Is it that stage of the game? I worry about your damage thresholds. You can still play a long, long way away from the Kennen and the Nocturne, at least. Still, the distance close is very strong for top esports. Big pick. They go for the Jin. What's On going to lock in alongside? I've seen a lot of Jin Bard recently to mixed effect. Elise for On. Oh, man. Is it that time? Game 4 Elise. Can try and threaten things like the Ashe in that bot lane. There's not a lot of great supports here. But it is. Okay, so. Lots of range, lots of pick. For BLG. Galio to try and keep people alive. But relatively low damage. If you get stalled at 1 to 2 items, you will struggle. I think Renata here is very valuable. Mitigates a Vi Galio pretty well. Annoying for the Aatrox. Yeah, that's good. Top esports. You've got a very nasty dive combo. Okay. Top esports. Knockwave combo comes through BLG. Gone for a very bruiser-based comp here. It's T1 Bard as well. There it is. Carrier skin. Oh, man. Oh, man. BLG playing carrier skin. That's got to sting after last Worlds. Trying to charge for that. There's the game catching up. Let the Gyos take it from there. Okay. Invades through. They're on a ward, though. Everyone leaves. Are we matching lanes? Jin, hovering in mid lane, waiting to see where people end up. Looks like Top Esports would like to get standard 8. I don't blame them. Kennen into the Aatrox, pretty good. Ash Renata, very strong early. Interesting, the BLG favoured very, very early. The base damage is, I think, definitely appealing there. Well, you've got to run to a squishy moment for Top Esports, and they really want to hit level 6. Really want to hit level 6. No one's face checked. There's the lane swap coming on through. Zone around, and Ben does not get access to the wave. Oh, they missed a load of minions here, by the way. They're just trying to zone Bin off. They chose not to auto that, purely to deny Bin access to the wave. Okay, handshakes wide. Almost like 4 minions dropped there. Purely to make sure this one is as obnoxious as possible. They drop the Kennen mid to bully the Galio out early. And again, because Kennen starts that Doran Blade with those out autos, actually there's quite a lot of work into a Galio early. Magic damage shield doesn't mean anywhere near as much on that one. On now, rotating bot to try and keep Bin alive. No dive coming on through as yet. Nocturne paths away. Bin hits level 2. Still no farm. Queuing the wave best he can. Aatrox does not enjoy lane swaps, guys. It's partly why we've seen so much less of him. He survived this one so far. .369 finally goes to lane himself. Up against Elk, he's got the level advantage. A little bit sad. Okay, lightning rush and the stun. On comes through with the magical journey. Flash on out of that. Gets away from the wall, but there's still minions there. Can look for some more. Last order would do it. Just out of range. Elk takes a turret shot. Survives. Oh, man, that was close. Ignite down, flash down. Bot side now, Bin's in danger. Especially now that they know Bard's not there. Tries to dash away with the Umbral dash. Can't do so. Chris will bail themselves out. Will be... No! Executes. Bin doesn't get involved. Can't quite secure the kill on the Aatrox to get the bail up. But hey, it is an execute. So it all works out just fine in the end. Chris doesn't burn the flash. Jackie Love does. But Bin does die. Cannon back topside. Honestly, positive there for Top Esports, I feel. So, still playing around this. Grub spawning in a little bit. Yeah, let's have a look at the top side. So, 369 goes on forwards with the lightning rush. Gets the stun off with the W, and then gets jumped on by On coming through a wall. On takes a turret shot. Can't quite stay in range. And the heated turret nearly gets one back. That could have been a disaster. Then bot side happens. Crisp takes the initial turret aggro. Gonna keep playing this one out. Throws a load over. Bin flashes. Crisp will bail themselves out. Stands there at the range of edge of turret aggro. Just not quite enough to work and Kate stay alive. But again, hadn't actually taken any damage from Bin, so it is just an execute. Works out just fine in the end. Aatrox trading up with the cannon best he can, but cannon is ranged and slippery and annoying for Aatrox. Might actually end up being a Hexstroker game for Bin at some point, just because he's having to deal with the Ori and the cannon in side waves. Okay, so Jackie and On Trading out here. Nice little handshake. On's in danger. Needs to get towards his magical journey. Does so. Auto's going on through. Elk, though, with a lot more HP to work with, ends up trading back onto Jackie, who's a bit squishier in this perspective. Grubs are up on low. Not down. Bin looking for potential flank angle. Doesn't have anywhere near level 6, however. Be a bit aware of something like this Vi coming on up. Instead, we'll head towards the Grubs. Kanavi's around. So is Cream with level 6. Knight also with level 6. So the hero's entrance available. Ball into the pit. Spotted. Hey! Stole one with the Dustbringer. Okay, well done. Very smooth, Kanavi. Whew, baby. Right. Stand and deliver. Cream. Gets a bit of a chunk down. On. Training out. Oh, they go on Cream. Flash for the taunt after. Nice shockwave to try and deny some time. But I don't think there's any way to go. And Wave picks that one up. On in danger on the other side. Will likely just fall. So it ends up being a 1-for-1. That's that level 3 Bard having a bad time now. Jin with no flash. About to be meeting some unspeakable fear. The horrors. Oh, the horrors. It's Elk. It's hunting season. Can't quite tame it all. The turret shots now. Curtain call just out of range. And they body block enough. Elk gets out alive. Somehow couldn't finish off the damage. Deadly Flourish not going to find the Nocturne. That nearly got really nasty. But yep, that I thought with the Unspeakable Horror was going to work. Let's have a look at this again. So we go top, and then Kanavi is just going to see what's going on, times it well. 184. Beautiful. Knows no smite for the second grub, so time it well. Nicely done. Tarbo's pleased. Nabbing that one away feels pretty good, because actually the first dragon also went the way of BLG. On. Man, he's just not been getting a lot of experience. Needs to be roaming to pick up those meeps. All that extra experience. Problem is, Elk, I don't think it's actually managed to reset post that little play Bard. And there's that replay of Bard fumbling the magical journey through the wall and dying as a result. That one sucks. Jackie now 2-0 on the Ashe as well. Gets a bit scary to manage. Crisp is mid. And we kind of just need to pay attention a little here as 369 and Bin doing their best. Just trade things out here. Dragon up in a minute. It's probably the next big part of call. A lot of the ultimates will back up and available by then. Elk has got his flashback. Ways around here, actually. How aggressively do they want to play this bot lane? Renata not quite at level 6. We'll hopefully have it before this dragon, you'd like to think. Another wave or two would do it. Felt like everybody who's played Bard has done that. Yeah, it feels like one. Elkanon post MSI have been bad. Yeah, we've had that conversation. They've certainly been inconsistent. Which is a bit problematic because the rest of BLG have been so damn good. And it's not like Elkanon are bad. I want to make sure that's clear. But they have been very inconsistent. And that's not what you need to see. So, Drake coming up. Top esports are the ones in the river first. Crisp still not quite at level 6. Man, they'd like to get that. I think they're trying to get it off this mid lane wave. There's 6. Sorted. Head on over. Renata will make and engage a pretty tricky proposition here. BLG overplay it. They might want to try and instead play for this second set of grubs. Ward on it so they know it's happening. We'll try and potentially rush this. Dragon. Looks like Top Esports willing to trade this out. In fairness, not the easiest composition for BLG to make use from Grubs. The Aatrox will do some work there, but it's a very short-range comp, and Jin, notoriously a poor turret taker, hits a point where he gets enough lethality and armor pen, but the 4 shots and stuff actually do a decent amount of work. That's a lot later on into the game, generally. So, unlikely to be the biggest deal this game. They've also had some very poor games, Vulcan on. I'm seeing some people talking about them having some good games. Like, yes, they have. They've also played very poor. At times. At times. So, what do we need to do next? It has again been a relatively slow game. As we hang around here. Bin. Under a touch of threat. But not that much. Nock turns around. We've already seen the 1 paranoia pulled. And the game, only 800 gold apart, not exactly break points. First items will be coming through over the next minute or so, I would imagine. Knight stopped off for Mercury treads early. I think that makes sense into the double AP cell lanes. And again, your Galio. This always feels good. Magic resist empowers your passive, which means you get more damage, makes you more tanky. All these things are good. Yeah, Schrodinger's on. He's both on and off simultaneously. Don't see any of these symbiotic souls tech this time for the gym. We did see that the other day. Okay. 3 minutes as BLG. Just trying to force into this jungle a little bit here. Wait. Needs command attack distance again, but this is an Orianna that's understandably going Seraph's Embrace, but hasn't got Seraph's Embrace yet. It's just an Archangel Staff and his 80-odd stacks of getting that arrow. Ooh, dodged away from. Theoretical pick there, doesn't come on through. Spot out way again. And everyone moves back over towards the spot side. Ball put forwards. So just zone control a bit. Command attack dissonance. Claims another. So, not that much to say right now. We got 2 minutes on both neutral objectives spawnings, and both teams have been pretty willing to kind of just mirror each other. We saw a bit of a defense there as BLG were trying to get some wards down in the enemy jungle, and Top Esports did their best to defend. There is a ward in that banana bush. That's about it. Jackie now just trading out in mid lane. Jackie used it 2 items, got the Kraken Slayer build, no Yuntel Wild Arrows. There's the Seraph's transformation. Hex Plate done for Kanavi. Salt Pen Boots in for 369, who I think is desperately trying to hold on to his teleport before having to come towards A. And again, it was lane swap, so just behind a fair amount of gold off that. Sundered Sky done for the Vi. Hollow Radiance done for the Galio, which gets a lot of value this game. It remains a game that is just waiting for something to send us towards a very different state. Of course, both of these teams are some of the most storied and successful in the LPL. They have been the teams that kind of took over from the likes of EDG and RNG as far as the next great teams of the LPL. Add and JDG in there, of course. It did become a bit of a different triumvirate for once in the LPL, but last year BLG were a league apart. There was no real rival to them. Top Esports found themselves by hook or crook here at 2-1, and have got a lot of players who really are some of the very best to have ever touched the game. Of course, Crisp, world champion. Jackie Lover, world champion. 369 Kanavi, Cream. Not exactly slouched. I think Cream as well, having a great playoffs. 5 MVPs now as well. Arguably the weakest member of this squad. Maybe alongside Crisp, who's been quite criticised since his 2019 form has dwindled into slightly more inconsistency, but has had, on the whole, a really solid playoffs as well. Still going to do it into BLG, who I think were a little asleep at the wheel in groups. Dropped a Thunder Talk in slightly embarrassing fashion for a team that was supposed to be one of the very best in the world, unchanged, really, in roster since their World's Finals done. Of course, Shun departed, but Wei was already a part of that roster, playing a lot in summer. So the synergy's there, the talent is there, and the form, the play, more questionable. And for the Dragon we go. Elk, potentially good angle here, 4-shot empowered. Our BLG wanted to come and play this. Shockwave on an angle here. Cream looking to come on over. In they go, not going to find the steal. Tempered Fate goes wide. And everybody backs away, but that ball was on bin. Doesn't want to pull the Shockwave, just gets command dissonance. Arrow lands onto the Vi. Shockwave after, into the slicing Maelstrom. They get the Nocturne down though. The damage just not quite there to finish up people off. How the hell did Wei survive? Mercury 10 power OP. Curtains are called. Fourth shot available. Crisp in danger, trying to sidestep best he can. Winds of War slow comes on through. They won't get any more. I thought they had that. The arrow lands. And a flash heal, still not enough to keep Kanavi alive. Need to have a look at that one again. Flash gets way out. And the turnaround is there. Top Esports can be feeling very frustrated that combo didn't get the kills they were hoping for. Looked like a monster slicing Maelstrom. No Ignite this game either. On's gone for that Ignite. Oh, sorry, no Exhaust this game. Gone for the Ignite. Has On. I'm hoping we get a replay because I thought after that disengage it was slightly doomed. 369 finds Elk, gonna jump on him, trying to get the flash or the cleanse out here. Doesn't quite get either as yet. The handshake after teleport comes on through. This will be from Knight. 369 now in danger, bailed out, but it's not gonna keep him alive. Knight gets a big shield of Duran taunt. He's even got the ultimate remaining. Another member dead. 369 trying to salvage that play after that fail around the dragon. And that really sucks. Not many other ways to put that one. Well done. Tempered Fate wide. Just split apart. Looking for a shield around. Lands it. Paranoia comes on through to the backline. That time they get the Jin. Ult out from Gallia will be flashed away from by Kanavi. Arrow follows onto Bin. Wei goes forward with the Vault Breaker. Slows. Bin into the backline onto Jacula. Bailout's available, but I don't think they got enough damage to deal with the Aatrox. Huge taunt. Kanavi's Triber will have nothing. And the Bruisers manage to survive the re-engage from Top Esports. 2 for 2. Flash from Knight. Does not get what he was looking for, and FaZe rushes away. Don't know about that one, mate. Did, of course, get Wei at the back end of that as well as Elk, so it does end up being, as we said, that 2 for 2. Not sure who got the feats of Martial Mastery. That looks like it will be Top Esports. Have a look again. So initially, Temper Fate goes wide. Kanavi spell shields it. And then Knight gets the taunt onto Cream, and they try to turn on him, and then immediately Knockwave combo comes onto Elk, and they flash out of the Gallia, re-engage, and then they start trying to trade this one out. The arrow comes on forwards. Wei does just about land that Vault Break, but Ash just doesn't have enough in the tank. Bin, not that threatened yet. At this point in the game, where the base damages and first items through, really valuable for this Vi and this Aatrox. Difficult to cut through the front line until a little bit more damage is built up by Top Esports. Game still close on. Magical Journey's away. Here we go again. 8 seconds on that Nocturne ult. Shock wave available. Temper Fate lands. Can look to go into the back line. In they go. The hostile takeover is solid, but Cream will die. Shockwave is going to foul you. Bin on the side. Gets onto Chris. The slicing Maelstrom, though, will surely mean Night falls. Helps to do it. Arrow after. Oh, my days. The arrow in the Nocturne. Managed to turn around. Bin, no world ender. Trying desperately to run for the blast cone. Cannot do so. And they murdered the team fight. Jackie Love stands and delivers. 369 brings out the lightning. It is a storm. 3,000 kills in a game to send you on to match up against JDG to keep you alive in playoffs in LPL. One of the best to ever do it, and Jackie Love does it in style. Five kills now on this Ash. Oh, wow. Let's have a look here. Because honestly, I thought when Cream was caught, it was going to be challenging. Managed to get a shockwave off before time. We'll have a look again. Because Cream is caught. And they go to try and jump on him. You understand why. Kanavi body blocks some of the bullets. Does get at least a shockwave off just about before dying. All the while, Jackie Love is untouched. The hostile takeover was solid. 369 uses this moment to go on forward, and that makes all the difference. Arrow after lands onto on. Kanavi doesn't quite die. 369 gets his shield courtesy of the loyalty program. Bin doesn't have enough in the tank. The world end is over, and they find what they're looking for. Bin, another moment where it's not quite enough. Had a great fight just before this, but the series hasn't been it. He's been anti-clutch. That Cassante fumble in the base last game, now not quite getting the damage done at the end of it all there. Not getting Kanavi, not getting Jackie. Oh man, it could be all over. In they go. Vial into the Galliwell for the hostile takeover afterwards. There's a bailout available. Tempered Fate saves a lot of members. They can turn it around. Way is down. Slicing Maelstrom. Dashed away from Ingo's Knight. Again, use the blast code to re-engage. They jump onto Bin, who's trying to heal on up. Gets a shield with the locket, doing as much as he can. But Jackie will not be denied. The love of top esports life. As 369 turns it up, and you know what? That dice is just weighted. Some 9s being rolled in the last few team fights. They head on to Atacon and BLG. You've got to pull out the kind of victory that top esports did just last game. Are they clutch enough? The best team in the LPL. Everyone said so. I said so. One loss against Thunder Talk doesn't change that, right? And then here we are, with top esports delivering. And BLG, bluntly, this is a bit of a panic. That combo does not work. It's well spell shielded. The hostile takeover comes across the Tempered Fate. And he's creaming a spotty spot because the curtain call can hit him, but then in comes 369. Night Flash is out. Well, somehow gets over the wall, I'm quite sure how. Anyway, all gets a bit dicey. And the bailout comes on through. Crisp gets healed because of it. And Elk, his target is saved. Kanavi and 369 have nothing more to say. We go back towards live. Herald summoned mid. Crisp warding off way on a flank. Turret goes down. Herald's going to get summoned. Soul point available. And you're a squishy comp into a bruiser set. If you can get the additional tenacity, the additional shielding and shielding power with a Renata, with a Oriana behind you. Redemption now picked up as well. You can pick that up and then play around those low HP bars that these fights have come around with, like Emsol. You're feeling all right, I think, this game. I think they might have done it, guys. Do top esports have any rebuttal, any answer into it? Well, damage is looking a little anemic right now. Riftmaker's done for Knight, at least. But you need to kill Jackie in the engage, I think. Oblivion Orb turned into a Morellonomicon, into a lot of healing on the side of BLG. Honestly, a bit of penetration into some of the magic damage. Nice handshake denies the engage from Knight. Shockwave after. Bin will world end, but the hostile takeover comes across. Kanavi flashes out of the engage, and the turnaround begins to come on through because Jackie Love again is untouched. Elk's not there. He took a load of HP damage elsewhere. Where the hell? They get one withdrawal. They'll still lose the tier 2. How did Elk lose his HP bar? Let's see. Everyone resets. Ben has genuinely been in contention for... There we go. This is the replay. 369 just says, yeah, I don't care. I have Atacon. You have to get out of here. Doesn't take turret aggro because he's dropped it. No way. Oh, 369 tried. I appreciate it. Doesn't lose any Dark Teal stacks. It's okay. And that's Flash Cleanse off the Jhin. This Aatrox pick just not working out right now. Maybe if we can get to second items, we can try again. And it is a squishy comp. Ashe into a primarily melee bruiser team has gone Kraken Slayer Hurricane. He's got his ice skates on this game. He will be able to glide. Can't wait to see it. BLG could have been at series point. They should have been at series point. They're now facing down, being eliminated 3-1. Somehow, some way. 3-1. Sometimes you just can't make it up, can you? The top esports journey has been a fraught one. They've won games they really shouldn't have, but the clutch of these players is really showing through, and players like Cream that have been maligned for being anti-clutch, been playing well on, been caught. Shockwave, not pulled yet, looking to go over the wall. Kanavi in danger, arrow lands. I think that's a dead Nocturne. Flashed away from the hostile takeover. Cream now in danger, can BLG punish? Infernal Jet pulls Cream back. Command dissonance, the heal comes on through, stopwatch, but here comes the re-engage. Needs to flash, gets out just away. To pick, and it's onto the jungler. Baron's alive, can you get more? The problem is the rest of the damage is still alive. You burned a lot of your combo to only kill Kanavi. That is every ult blown from BLG. Only one pick. Can you turn it into anything? Can you feel confident enough to try Baron? I just don't know if you can. You needed Cream there too. If you got Cream too, maybe it's a different story. Top Esports disciplined enough not to burn their own ultimates there. They hold on to them. Can look to use them around a Baron instead. Kanavi might have thrown that away there. He's honestly had, I think, his weakest series so far this playoff. There's been some questionable oversteps from a player who has been the talismanic point of success for this playoffs run. Another one of those players, I think, that has been hunting for a very long time for that international success. That JDG 2023 roster felt like the moment. Just didn't quite work out, did it? How good were they at that time? Baron next on the docket. 3 items now done for Elk. Lord Dominic's regards. Really, I think with this build, the rapid fire as well, yes, it keeps you safer from the damage, but you are probably going to need another item to really, really be a true carry threat. Hey, Shojin's done for Ben. You've got the Black Cleaver done for Wei. Maybe you can get on to Jackie Love. Maybe if you can force an overstep, you can still get enough CC down to blow through some of the defensive tools top Esports. The problem is the Renata's been really good. They've not been able to capitalize on blown flashes too much, and you've still got to be afraid of the counter engage of a Kennen, a Nocturne, the Shockwave on one or the other at the same time. Proving deadly around these choke points. Been on an angle, but it's going to be spotted out. 369 says, no, you don't. Electrocute procced. Okay. Dragon's up. Top Esports with Soul available to them, to clarify. Oh, Tempered Fate. Actually earns a flash off Jackie. That could be big. Hang on, hang on, hang on. Is that what you need? Is that the only tool required? Maybe that'll do it. Look at the flank now. Wait. Gonna try and jump for Jackie. Curtains are called. Can he get onto the Ash? Looking for it now. The season desist! Turn around though, trying to play full contact League of Legends. The hostile takeover, the slicing maelstrom. Jackie nearly bailed out, stays alive. They burn his flash. He is down into his final death, but they've somehow still got the kills. They finally brought Jackie down. Soul was secured, but 3 members dead. Crisp caught under the tower. BLG can come and claim his life. They can maybe turn to Baron after that. Crisp will bail themselves out. I don't think to any avail. They finally did it. A 7,000 damage team fight still for Jackie Love. But he eventually dies. Soul was secured though. And the jungle dying means there's no smite. Can you still turn to Baron? I just don't know. The health bars aren't there. They're going to TP and try and play for something here. I think this might be the only opportunity you're getting. No teleports on Cream. Nocturne has the ultimate though, so could theoretically just join with the Paranoia. They are going to turn up here and try and force something. Maybe just vision control. No, they're starting it up. Here we go. BLG sense their moment. Last gun potentially out. 369. Misses the Shuriken. No flash, but does have Slicing Maelstrom. Paranoia is available for Kanavi. Can look to get into the pit. Down to 7,000. They know where it's at. Tempered Fate available. Turn around. Arrow comes on through. Paranoia into the back line. Trying to get into the Baron. It's going to be a smite fight. Still got the Ozone. The Rizzolet! Slicing Maelstrom out from BLG. Their hopes are snuffed out. Elk destroyed Bin into the backline. Yeah, you killed off the lightning right. The Pikachu has chosen death for BLG regardless. BLG, Bin, world ender. Yeah, your world is ending. Your playoffs are ending. The best team in the LPL. No longer. Not on screen. Not in results. Top Esports will humble them. Will break their ankles. They'd lost their first best of 5 as a team to Thunder Talk Gaming to fall down for lower bracket since 2023. Knight had not lost a best of 5 against anybody in the LPL since 2022. We'd seen the records in the pre-game. Top Esports lose tonight. Not today, they don't. They've got Baron, they've got Soul. They've got a mission. And it is to put the finishing blow, the knife in the back of BILIBILI Gaming. Wei is dead. 3-5 and 8. It has not been his Vi game. First pick Vi. Blue side Vi. BLG lose 2 blue side games to Top Esports. Oh man. The stories will write themselves. Got a GA now on this Nocturne. Azonia's now on this Orianna. Been there for a while. Elk face check 369. Tempered Fate and the ult popped. Now in danger. Teleports come flying on through. He's going to get slowed. How far can they chase? Sidesteps a number. 4th shot lands. 369 gets shielded up. Will have the potential speed up. They turn around. The shockwave is good, but 369 falls. They finally pick him off. Burned a lot to make it happen. Arrow goes wide. Bin now in danger as Cream continues to run at him. The World Ender. Scary. They pick off 369. Elk survives just about. 369 without the flash. Can't quite escape. Oops. No Elder for a moment or two, so you'll take it. Burned a lot to make it happen. Did BLG. Teleport off Bin. Could be problematic. Doesn't really lose you the game, but Baron going to be somewhat muted by 369 not having that on him or being alive. Arrow lands into the back of the pit, and it just comes down to a smite fight. 11,112 is the final smite value. Slicing Maelstrom after ensures that it is an ignominious defeat in the Baron pit. He waited for Vi to die before killing Jackal for the bailout. There you go. Oops. So, a good moment there from Knight back in that dragon fight for sure, but oh my days. Baron's still on here. We'll try and find something. 3.5 items now for this Chin. 4, however, for this Ashe, who's picked up a mortal reminder into things like this Aatrox, the Riftmaker on the Galio as well. Even the healing shrines from Bard going to be reduced value here. A minute till Elder. You saw this scenario just last game, I remind you. BLG were the ones with the seemingly unsurmountable lead, and they still managed to throw it. Top Esports a little more wary, a little more reserved here as they pull away, trying to siege onto that turret. Is it one final throw of the dice around Elder? Is that what it's come to? Might be for BLG. Are they going to try and weather the storm, time it out? The base isn't broken. Can you just wave clear in the face of Elder? Problem is then you just get Nocturne Orianna, don't you? A death cap on this Ori, and it's going to really, really hurt. Help, what's he just picked up? He's waiting on it. Has he got Infinity Edge Gold? Yes, he does. Is that the break point? 4th item for the Jhin. We've seen a few incredible late game Jhin hero moments. A villain from Ionia pulling off some magic in game 4. Wouldn't that be appropriate? Elk, a player we've sometimes regularly criticized for his inconsistencies over the last 6 months, longer. Temper Fate lands on the crisp, not the most value. Turn around, get some burn onto Way. Not as much as they're hoping. Other started. Bin looking for an angle. Elk in mid lane. Here we go again. 369 on a flank. They jump for Elk. Shockwave combo. They get on top of him. There is no hero moment. There is no infinity edge damage because Elk is 6 foot deep. He'll be there for a little longer. On follows 369 with a slicing maelstrom across multiple members. Cream finds more. Knight and Bin, the members you were supposed to be able to trust, are the ones being run down. Another monstrous team fight from Jackie Love. The damage is 6, 6, 6, 6 all the way along. Just a shout out to his top laner, eh? They'll run down mid, they'll end the game, and Bilibili Gaming are knocked out from LPL playoffs contention. They will not be going to first stand. They will not be the first place team. We asked whether teams could finally compete with them this year. They could do more than compete. They can absolutely assassinate. The king is dead. The throne is open. Another team will be LPL champions this time around. It will not be BLG. It might even be Top Esports, who have themselves a monstrous series. They do it in style. They do it with passion. They do it with their backs against the walls.